Hey YouTube, it's Desi here, and I have got something completely different to do today. So I'm outside, I'm on my porch, and I am putting on grip tape onto a bare top skateboard. Now, I am a painter, so I decided to paint a skateboard. I'm a resin painter. I use resin for most of my art, and I don't know if you could tell here, but I have a table. This table, like for instance, I made this pretty thing. This is a resin tabletop I made a year ago. And the skateboard here, like I said, it's bare now. I took the grip tape off, and how you do that, by the way, in case you're wondering how did I get the grip tape off of it. I used a heat gun. You could also use, I've seen people use like a blow dryer for like your hair. But my heat gun is infinitely hotter and more powerful, so it got it off in a couple minutes, a minute or two. It peels right off. All I used was, I'm about to lose stuff, was a putty scraper. Some people just call them putty knives. I just heated up, scraped it right off. Boom, came off, no problem. And so the skateboard, the first one I've ever done, is in lieu this year. I live in Virginia, and we host the Something in the Water Festival every year. And I'm a 90s kid, so I'm wearing gloves, by the way, because I did just work with some harsh chemicals, cleaning the trucks here that have been removed from the skateboard, and then I kind of customized them a little bit, and they're just from the old skateboard that this used to be, which I got at a thrift store, and it was hideous, but it had potential. So I removed the trucks, painted the bottom, and the bottom of it, I'll show you here in a second, is like I said, it's done in resin, and it's very much a 90s theme going on to it. It's abstract, but it's got the hint of Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, things that 90s kids really loved, and especially the Real Monsters show, which was one of my favorites. So this is the skateboard that I painted. So this is it. Getting a glare on it, but I hope you guys can see this. And this is really neat because it glows in the dark, and I'll show you guys that here at the end. But today we're going to be using black diamond grip tape that I ordered off of Amazon. This is black diamond, and they're great. They're great. I don't skateboard, but I talked to some people who do to get a recommendation of what grip tape to use, and they said this is the way to go. Now, this is it in its entirety. It comes rolled up, and that's fine. Not going to really make a difference. This is the color I've chose, purple. No, this was like $6.99. I'll leave the information of the seller on Amazon so you can buy it if you're interested. They also have like 16 other different colors, including black, the original. But I went with purple because there is purple in this, and I want to highlight it. And I think it's just a neat color. It's going to look great with the black light effect on it when it glows in the dark. It's made with phosphorescent instead of just plain old neon. There is neon in there, so it does glow in the black light, but phosphorescent means it absorbs light and emits light once you turn off the lights and it's all dark. So you'll see what I mean when I show you guys that. And so we're going to go ahead and put that on. I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to do it, and it's probably not the right way. So, but this is the way that I think is going to work best. So I've already sanded it down a little bit just to remove any of the pieces that came up, and I'm using a nano towel or any microfiber towel will work to just remove any excess dust, because you don't want it to not stick, you know, so dust will inhibit that. And I made sure all my edges didn't go up so that I'm not creating any air bubbles. Now with this board, I'm going to go ahead, and since I know that it's going to fit, it's like I said, 9 inches by 33 inches, which is your standard skateboard size. There's going to be a little overlap on the edge, which is perfect because you're going to need to grab it. So I'm going to go ahead and start with one edge. I already opened one a little bit. There we go. Now, the first edge I'm going to make sure that it reaches edge to edge before I set it down anywhere. But we're going to go ahead and make sure that it's straight too. You don't want it to lean out one edge. So holding one edge, I'm actually going to use, just because I'm doing this video, it's going to be easier for me, a clamp. You can get these, they're $1.99 at Home Depot, Lowe's. Great clamps, super strong. Clamped on one edge that I have already removed the backing on. Now I'm going to hold a piece of it as I pull this out. You're going to want to just let it kind of sit down on it very, very gently. Now, perfect. Okay, now that you have it down on the board, you're going to want to score the edges so that you know exactly where to cut it. People often use a razor blade, butter knife. I'm just going to go ahead and use my putty knife, and I'm just going to score it so that you see this line that pops up. Now that's going to show me where I need to exactly cut it so that I get the overlap removed. So I'm going to go ahead and do that on all sides. Ta-da! Look at that. Perfect, nice and scored. Can you see that? Yes. To ensure that we get this all down without any air bubbles, I'm gonna go ahead and use the back of this, and I'm just gonna knead it a little bit. I don't feel any air bubbles, which is great. It looks like I've done a perfect job. This is great. Now that my grip tape is nice and scored, I'm gonna go ahead and cut from the corner towards the board on the head and foot of the board. It makes it easier for me. You guys don't have to do this, but it's just what I was told actually made it a lot easier. So then we're going to use a razor blade to cut the excess off from the scoring all the way around and hopefully get it done in one nice fatal swoop. Got my razor blade. Now please be careful with razor blades. They are obviously extremely sharp. I do not want anyone hurting themselves. If anything, take it to a skate shop and have a professional do it. If you are known to be a bit clumsy or have had accidents holding blades, knives, whatever, please get somebody else to do it, or wear very thick gloves, something. Just protect yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and hold it so that I have one finger on the bottom of the board. At least I got two. And then I'm going to go ahead and make a cut and push against the board so that I get a clean cut. Like so. See? Perfect. I love it. It's gonna be great. Just do the whole thing all the way around. Just be extra, extra careful. So I'm gonna do that. Be sure to hold the board while you're doing this so that you don't have it slip and you come inwards and cut yourself. I'm using my bottom two fingers to hold it to the board, the top one to kind of guide myself as I do the cut. So if you see, when you get excess, you can just go ahead and rip it off. You're not going to really need it, but you can keep it for the next thing that you have to do, which I'll show you here in a second. Now that I have it all done, I'm making sure that it's all on there. It's beautiful. I'm going to go around and make sure that there's no little overhangs. Because I painted this, the edges are not completely flat like it would be if it with a regular skateboard, because some of the drip pattern has made it a bit bumpy. So there are going to be spots, if you have a painted one like mine, you're going to have to go over and make sure, because I have a little bit of overhang where there's some spill spots from the paint. And you don't want that, because if it catches on something, it's going to start lifting off, and then what was the point of putting on your grip tape if it's coming off? So I'm going to just do a little editing here. I think board is done. So now I'm going to go ahead and, with the excess tape, I'm going to go ahead and use just a little bit of it to make sure that I press down and kind of sand down the edges, just to ensure that they're very stuck to the board and that there's no excess overhang, and just to make it smooth all the way around. So another reason I say save this to do it is because this is the same color as this. So the excess that's going to be like grained into it is not going to be like brown or red or whatever color your sandpaper would normally be. This is just perfect because it's going to leave only excess of the exact same color your board already is, so you're not going to see it at all. Check it out. So there's no overhang. You got a sturdy grip tape, and they have to go be hooked up with some screws, and there are no holes that are pre-put into these because they want you to be able to set it where you like. So I'm going to take a nail real quick here, and I'm going to just poke holes in all 4 of the truck screw holes. So I am going to grab a nail, and we're going to do that real quick, and then I'm going to go ahead and put the trucks on. You guys can see what it looks like, and then I will show you what it looks like when it glows in the dark. And I think you guys are going to love my 90s theme something in the water board, so skateboard. So that was it. That's easy. That's it. And throw away all your sticky messes and you're good to go, you guys. That's it. So we're gonna get a nail and put the holes in, and then the truck's on, and ta-da, that's it. It really took nothing at all. So I actually did it for somebody who's not a skateboarder or a skateboard repairman. I did this myself, and I didn't have to pay someone at a skate shop to do it for me. It cost $6.99. Amazon Prime, free shipping. Got here in 2 days, and it's gorgeous. Look at that. Okay, so I'm actually gonna try using either a very, very small, this is a essentially an Allen wrench with a handle on it, and without poking yourself, obviously, go ahead and poke it right there. That way you know on the other side where the hole. And then I have 4 very small but noticeable holes so that when I put my trucks on, you can see exactly where they're supposed to go. Now I'm missing my... So now you can barely, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's barely sticking out of the hole there at the top. It's not even sticking out, it's just flush with it, which is exactly, now that I see how high it is, that's where I'm gonna make sure the other ones are level too, and I don't have to keep checking on the other side of the board every time. Please do not screw this onto your lap and onto your legs. Please do be careful, or get somebody who is equipped to use a power tool to do this. So my skateboard, as you see, is here. I still, okay, like I said, I put the wheels on one end of them backwards because I don't know what I'm doing. And this is all glittery. I don't know how well you can see the glitter here, but it is a completely glittered grip board, and I did that with these amazing Rust-Oleum glitter. They're very coarse, so it actually goes well with the grip tape. It eventually will come off with time, but it's fun, you know, and it's the same color as the board. I have ridden on this. I scooted on it. Like I stood up and I pushed off, and maybe went like 3 feet before I got scared and jumped off the board, but it held my weight. The wheels work and everything. I put them on the right way this time. And look at that grip tape. It's no bubbles anywhere. It's perfectly edged. I finally did the edges here. Super cute. And I am gonna go ahead and show you guys that it glows in the dark. Shout out to Black Diamond Grip Tape. You guys are awesome. $6 for that grip tape. I paid like $3.25 for this board. Who knows how much materials for the paint it cost, for the resin and everything, because I did a couple coats of it, and the phosphorescent powder is in another video that I've done here on YouTube. So you'll see it says Art and Glow. That is the exact same company I used for this board. So pretty much everything that I know is at your disposal. This is my theme, and I think it just came out super duper well. I'm really proud of my board. I haven't put it up for sale, and if you guys don't know, I am a painter. I have a website and everything. I just don't advertise it because I don't want to bore you guys to death. But it's DD Resendez Art. That will be in the description because it sounds difficult, because it is difficult. It's just my name, initial, last name. So enough of all that nonsense. And let's go see what this looks like in the pitch black, and you guys are going to see. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Really, because you guys are probably thinking, this is stupid. It's just a board. It's lame. Okay. I haven't steered you wrong before. I want to thank all my new subscribers and welcome. Sorry if this is your first video you've seen of mine, because this is not my usual stuff. But I had to share this with you because I was really proud of myself for having the guts to do it on YouTube and get it right. And I messed up the wheels the first time, I'm not gonna lie, but I got the grip tape right. So, and I'm glad I could share with you guys how I did it and that it worked well, and share with you the products and tips, and learned that if you're a resin artist like myself, it might come in handy to you, and that's awesome for me. So stick around. I'm gonna show you this inside in the dark. It's gonna be super cool. So remember this color and what it looks like now, because this is not gonna be what you see here in a few minutes. Okay, not minutes, seconds. I forgot, this is gonna be YouTube time. In a couple seconds, this will not be this color. So take a good look, because it is the same board, I swear. So trust me, I'm not doing two of these for you guys. Crazy. No. So come on, let's go see it. Okay, YouTubers, we're in my bathroom right now. So I'm about to turn off the lights. It's the only place where it's controlled enough to see the darkness. This is the board. And we're gonna be taking a look at the bottom. So are you ready for the light show? So I'm so excited to show you guys. All right, turn off this light. And it's gonna be dark. I know you can't see anything. You can actually already see where the board is, just a little bit. So here's the board, you guys, on my bathroom floor. The light is on, and I have the phosphorescent light on it, the black light. I'm gonna turn the light off now. Okay, watch. See what I mean? But it stays glow. Wherever you put the light, it will absorb it. So there's my board, you guys. My pants are matching. I just love this. Is the Art and Glow powder, you guys. Look what it does. It is phenomenal. Look how bright that is. In pitch black, that's insane. Look, isn't that crazy? And just to prove it's the same board, keep looking at it and turn the light on. Ta-da. Told you. So remember what color it was, like I said, orange and everything. It's blue right now. And then when you turn the light on, it's kind of purple and pink. Crazy, right? It changes 3 colors. Orange, purple, pink, I guess 4, blue. That's it, guys. So if you like this, please like and subscribe.